Hey everyone, if you love stories packed with romance, heartbreak, and twists that leave you speechless, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming. I jolted awake to the unmistakable sound of a key turning in the door. My whole body froze. The alarm clock on the nightstand read 6:03 a.m. beside me. Liam lay sound asleep, his arm wrapped comfortably around me, his head nestled against my shoulder like it was the most natural place in the world. The room was still mostly dark, but faint morning light slipping through the curtains was enough to expose the disaster unfolding around me. That noise, Sarah, it wasn't the cleaning staff. It was my husband. My voice shook as I whispered, "Wake up." The door swung open before Liam could even register what was going on. There stood Alex, the man I'd been married to for 6 years. He didn't shout. He didn't react at all. He just stood frozen, eyes locked on us, me partially covered by the sheet. Liam sitting up in total bewilderment, looking like everything he knew was crumbling in real time. Then Alex did something that hurt worse than any outburst could have. He let the room key fall from his fingers onto the carpet, shut the door quietly, and left. I couldn't move. I couldn't think straight. Liam kept asking what was happening, but his words felt distant and muffled. Somehow I managed to pull on my clothes, my hands shaking so badly I could hardly button anything. I didn't look at him. I didn't say a word. All I could focus on was the soft thud of that key hitting the floor. How had Alex tracked me down? I'd built the perfect cover story, told him I was going away for a girls' trip, even showed him fake booking confirmations for an Airbnb. I'd thought of every possible detail. I was certain I'd gotten away with it. When I finally made it home about an hour later, his car was still parked outside. I walked in prepared to plead, make excuses, do whatever it took. But the house was empty. No suitcase packed, no message left behind. Just a heavy, accusing quiet. For 3 full days he vanished. No phone calls, no messages, nothing on his location sharing. The only sign he was even okay was one $3,000 withdrawal from our shared bank account. On the 4th day, I got back from the supermarket and found him sitting calmly on the living room couch, glasses on, scrolling through his tablet like the world hadn't stopped spinning. "Hey," he said softly, almost kindly. My throat tightened. "Alex, I'm so sorry. I don't even know how to." He stopped me with a single question. "How long?" I paused for a split second, and in that brief hesitation the air changed completely. He nodded slowly. "You hesitated twice," he said quietly. "So I already know." I sat down across from him, trembling. It wasn't something I planned. It started a couple months ago. I felt alone. "You'd been pulling away." He raised his hand gently. "No excuses. I only asked to see if you'd tell me the truth." My stomach dropped. Then he shared the part that crushed me completely. "I didn't come to the hotel to spy on you. I wanted to surprise you. I took off work early to set up a relaxing spa getaway for us. When I stopped by the front desk to leave a gift basket, they mentioned you'd already checked in with a man, and they referred to me as your husband." I could barely breathe. He stood up, picked up his keys, and said in a low voice, "I'm staying at my sister's place. Please don't reach out." When the door closed behind him, I broke down completely. It wasn't just guilt, it was grief. Because deep down I knew I'd destroyed something truly special. Alex wasn't flawless, but he was kind, faithful, caring. And I traded all of that for a thrill, for fleeting attention, for something meaningless and short-lived. 6 days went by in total silence. Then one night I spotted a plain envelope on the kitchen island. Inside was 1 page, divorce papers. No argument, no drama, just a clean end. I wasn't prepared to let him go. The next morning, I drove to his sister's house and asked him to hear me out. To my surprise, he said yes. We sat on the porch, the distance between us feeling enormous. "I know I have no right to ask for anything," I managed, fighting to keep it together. "But it wasn't about you not being enough. I was selfish. I was foolish. I miss you so much. I love you." He looked at me for a long moment. "I believe you're sorry," he said. "And I believe you feel something. But love isn't only a feeling. It's a choice. And you chose somebody else." Tears poured down my cheeks. He didn't reach out to wipe them away. Then he added gently, "You're welcome to stay for dinner if you'd like. But that's it for now." We ate together. We talked about safe topics, work, relatives, everyday stuff. It felt almost normal, almost comforting. But when I tried to take his hand, he moved it away. "I'm not there yet," he said quietly. "And I don't know if I'll ever be." The following days dragged on. We exchanged a few short, polite texts. I gave him space. I didn't push. 2 weeks later, I woke up to a message from him. Just one photo. Alex at a restaurant, smiling in a way I hadn't seen in ages, with a woman's hand resting on his. No words, no explanation needed. I got the message loud and clear. He wasn't coming back. That's when it really sank in like a punch to the chest. I hadn't just been unfaithful. I'd thrown away an entire life together, a marriage, a man who had trusted me far more than I ever earned. Sorry wasn't enough to fix what I'd broken. Love couldn't undo the damage. Some choices don't come with do-overs. And I learned that lesson the hard way, the day I lost him for good.